Hey friends, how's it going? It's Matt here at Matt Wanders, and this is my What I'm Doing Right Now list. I got this idea from Derek Sivers, who's an interesting person, and I'll put this on my website. I'll have like an About Now page. My website is mattmclaughlin.net if you're interested. So, what I'm doing now, as usual, I took some notes, if you can see them, on the back of an envelope today. So this is really official because it's not on a post-it, it's on an envelope. I'm getting back in my morning routine. This has been great. So I'm going to the gym every morning. I'm doing some affirmations, which is just writing out goals and studying my Spanish while I'm at the gym. So that occupies the first hour or two of my day after I have some coffee. I can feel myself getting older, which is really strange because I feel my energy kind of sapping out, like the vital force is leaving. So I feel like if I don't start going to the gym right now, I'm going to be in trouble. So that's really good to be getting back into that habit. I feel pretty good about it so far, and it's the first time I've been to the gym for an extended period of time over within the last month or so. Which is great. And my affirmations are not what people often think of as like some sort of spooky, mystical thing, but I do write the same thing over and over again. So if someone ever found where I write that, they'd probably think it was a little bit creepy, but it's more a way of my just refining for me what my focus is. I find there's an interesting psychological effect when you do that of if you're writing something that's not quite lining up and it's not really true to yourself. For me, at least, I find that the feel gets a little bit off. So you'll be kind of writing the same thing over and over again, and you start to have this feeling like, that's not quite right. Like something's wrong about that, or I'm not being true to myself. And if there's some sort of strange mystical element that makes it come true, that's awesome. But I'm not counting on that. It's just more a meditation for me every morning, which I like. So that's my morning routine, and then as you may or may not know, I have two music schools, one in which I'm more active and one I'm more of like a silent partner. And in the more active one, I'm planning a lot of events. We just had a composition seminar this morning, which was really cool, so I want to do more stuff like that. And Austin has kind of a community feel in many parts of the city, so seeing the type of people who just show up to those things is a lot of fun for me. I'm finding more and more that if I'm going to be investing my energy in the school, it has to just kind of be a world that I'm creating there, that I'm creating something special. And so doing events like that, even though there's not really any revenue or immediate revenue, is just something that I want to keep doing. What else? Trying to, my problem when I make notes is I can't read my handwriting. I'm such a messy handwriting. So, I'm doing more schoolwork, which is nothing particularly interesting, but I am trying to grow the businesses right now. And I'm also trying to grow my online lesson type business at pianoblog.com, and that kind of comes in spurts. It's an interesting project. I can't decide if there's enough demand for it or not, but I do get good feedback from people who've taken the lessons, so I'll continue to kind of mess with the advertising around that. Thinking about my next trip, or trip might be too narrow of a term. The next place that I want to spend a bit of time, I'll probably go back to Colombia because I love it there, but who knows, thinking about what's up next with that. And I might actually start to do some videotaping and share that as I travel. I don't plan on these videos being anything specifically high production quality or like where I spend tons of time to edit things together. It's just not the sort of thing I have time for, and I'd rather it just be me videotaping and throwing it out there, and if someone's interested in seeing what I'm up to, that's great. But if I worry about it and worry about how I look or how I'm coming across, I will probably just become too paranoid. It's just going to eat up my whole day, and that's not what I want. So sorry if that's what you want. yeah, making these videos and then figuring out what's next in my life. I guess that's the last thing that I'm doing right now. I feel like I've had this feeling for a while. I've got some businesses that I'm working on, and I feel like there's something else that I ought to be not ought to be doing, but there's just a next step. I can kind of feel it, but I'm not sure what it is. So I continue to work on that, continue to explore different options. Could be a different business, it could be a different project, maybe a change of where I'm spending the bulk of my time, which would be hard because I'm kind of all over the map. And that's what I'm up to now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're watching this on the website, check out the rest of my personal website, because I think that's where I'm going to throw this video up. And for those of you who follow the channel, which is probably no one right now, I do these more as a meditation for myself than thinking anyone's going to see them. I post a video every day, though, so I'll see you tomorrow.